Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to draw a lunging animal. And we were talking about a lunging animal. It's like an animal springing for the kill or attacking or going for the prey. So of course there's like multiple images out there on Google as well, but we will try to put out something that might be helpful as well. And we'll start with the head here. So I think when we talk about lunging, I think cats, big cats. So let's try a lion or a cougar. So the way to do the lunging animal is that we like there's foreshortening, just like with a human picture. So we have the head here, head and neck. So head and followed by the hunched neck. And somewhere around here, let's put in, that's where the first instance of foreshortening comes in. We'll put in a paw. And then on the opposite side, right below that, let us put out the other paw. How we determine the direction of the paw and the details there, and we will just go into that in a second. So this is the torso, just that far is fine, and then the lower body, and then of course we have the legs at the back, and we'll put them out like that for now, and the other leg would correspond somewhat like that. So as you can see, pretty much looking like kind of like a humanoid, like a fly maybe, the way it's coming out right now. So let's like do a cougar. So we say that we have the head right here. Let's put it like that way. So not like straight looking at us, because it's pouncing, it has to look in that direction. So we will go with that, like put in a set of eyes. Put in the nose and mouth. Very easy to do a cougar or a lion face. There's just like some subtle differences because they're all cats. But the cougar of course has a more cat-like round face, so we will just go with that. And let's see, it's already pretty much like a cat. And of course the cougar, I think, or has something like that. Let's put some here. There's some fur, because we have to go and set up the details for the frame, the body. And the hind legs again shown foreshortened, and the cougar has powerful back legs, and they're like sturdy, they're thick. And there we have just to add some character, instead of lining them up, one foot is shorter than the other, and we have that nice thick cougar tail going back. And then we have to stop somewhere there, because we have to bring in the other important aspect, and that is the paw. And they have one nice big paw right here. So let's put the direction like that, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that 2 for now. Going backward, we have some skin, some gathered up fur right there. And on the other side, we have to do pretty much the same thing, except this guy's paws are so big that we will probably end up just putting a fraction of that detail there. So facing this way essentially. is more like realistic. So 1, 2, 3, and then we just go back and bring it all in like that. Now we could put in as many details as we wish going into this lunging animal. Now this can actually be used for a host of animals. I mean, let's say that we had sorry, I'll grab a different pen for this so that it's more visible. So if we had like an animal that has, let's say, hooves. Now that could be, this is not any particular animal now because we are just changing gears here and going into a slightly like different territory. So we put in a pair of hooves, go back, and if you see that, it's coming into play, kind of. So shortened hoof, bigger hoof right there, tail, and we can form this guy into, you might have guessed it, into a bull. So ears, nice big head right there, and look at that, that can be a bull, and it can be a charging rhino too. And so this stance that we just used with the foreshortening, the animal magnified right in the front, this can be used for pretty much like a host of like lunging animals. So what we'll do is to stick with the original, let's say. We'll just go about, put some pencils in so that all the good folks can clearly see what we initially went with. And it was sort of a cougar, a big cat. It can be a lynx, it can be a cougar. Of course there's like difference between them, and it can be a tiger. So a big cat, like a generic big cat right there. And there we have some details of a lunging beast. And of course if we have a light source that like falls in, let's say like that from the top, we'll just throw in some inks and finish this off. We have other videos in which we have drawn beasts and shown like jaws, teeth, different like stances. Please do check those out, and we put out content every day, so please subscribe, keep in touch. Until the next video, have yourself a wonderful day.